It's championship weekend. There are 4 teams left in the NFL playoffs. Of course, the Ravens, Chiefs, Niners, and Lions. I am going to power rank them for you using a system that I just came up with. Let's do it. Here is the system that I came up with. This is guaranteed to make everyone mad. I feel like even the teams that end up at the top, the team that ends up at the top will be mad. Everyone will be mad. So I got all the 4 teams here on the side, and I came up with a bunch of categories. Offensive line, pass catcher, running back, kind of run game, quarterback, defensive tackle, edge, linebacker, safety, cornerback, and special teams. With each of these categories, I'm going to rank them 1 through 4. 4 being you get the most points, 1 getting the least points. I am going to weight quarterback and make it worth twice as many. So the top quarterback, you get 8, and then 8, 6, 4, 2. So let's do this, and let's see what I haven't added them up yet, so I have no idea how this is going to go. I have no idea if the system makes sense. The only thing I know, like I said, is that people will be mad. Offensive line, I'm going to give the Detroit Lions, who I think have the best offensive line in the playoffs, a 4. A little bit worried about injuries there. Then we'll go Baltimore Ravens. I think the Ravens offensive line is like sneaky great. Ronnie Stanley in particular was amazing in the divisional round. And then we'll go Chiefs, Niners. A little bit worried about the Joe Thuney injury in Kansas City. The Niners, it's weird because I don't think we watch them and you worry about them. But outside of Trent Williams, bit of a question mark. Right tackle in particular is something that I expect Aiden Hutchinson on Detroit to attack. Pass catchers, that's easy. Niners at the top. That group of receivers, we're including George Kittle here. Chiefs are obviously the worst, I think, as a group. Lions, Ravens is tricky. I'm actually going to go Lions over Ravens. I just think the Lions have the best wide receiver of both those teams in Amon-Ra St. Brown. Sam Laporta is amazing at tight end. Ravens might get Mark Andrews back, but we don't really know what that's going to look like. All right. Run game. Niners, again, 4. I'll go with the Lions at 3. Jahmyr Gibbs, oh my God. I mean, they're almost pushing the Niners, to be honest, and I wouldn't be surprised if he actually looks better running the football because the Niners' run defense is much worse than the Lions' run defense, actually, surprisingly. And this is tricky for me because I'm tempted to go Ravens over Chiefs, but if like in a vacuum, I'm taking Pacheco over the Ravens, even though the Ravens' run game is so good because of Lamar. Okay, this is the category that is guaranteed to make everyone angry. And I'm going to do something that is going to make maybe people angrier because it's such a cop-out. I'm going to go tie for 1 and tie for 2. So cowardly, I know. But I'm giving both 8s to both the Ravens and the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback of my lifetime. But right now, Lamar is playing at such a high level. I'm being booed by my producer. I don't care. Shut up. I'm doing it. And then I'm going to give Purdy and Jared Goff both 4s. Both, I think, are going to play well in this game. So impressed by Goff in the last round. And I think Purdy, we're going to get a much better game out of him. Okay, so moving to the defense. Defensive tackle, little tricky. I'm actually going to go Chiefs here because this is Chris Jones, who is the ultimate closer. He's going to carry this category for him. It's tricky because I actually think the Ravens are really close. Justin Madubuike has been amazing this year. And if this Chiefs interior offensive line has injuries, I think he'll feast. I thought Michael Pierce was so good in the last round. Travis Jones. But yeah, that's that for me. Then Niners and then Lions. Edge. San Francisco first. Nick Bosa. Then I'll go probably Detroit. Aiden Hutchinson gets this vote. Then so you got George Karlaftis on edge. The Ravens, I mean, Jadeveon Clowney and Kyle Van Noy are really good. But I'm actually going to give this one to the Chiefs because I think Karlaftis is playing really well right now. I might regret that. But promise Ravens fans, we're entering your sweet spot, which is linebacker. And that, by the way, San Francisco fans might be mad about, but I'm telling you right now, I'm giving the edge to the Ravens. Those linebackers, Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen, are just playing so well. And the way they're used with the simulated pressures, dropping into coverage, blitzing, they're all over everything. And as good as Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw are, Dre Greenlaw was amazing in the last game. A little bit vulnerable to the run. We were seeing some missed tackles there. And then you go Chiefs and then Lions. That one's not too tricky. All right, safety. Again, Ravens fans, here we go. This is where you're so strong. I mean, that safety group, Marcus Williams, Kyle Hamilton, Geno Stone, they're so talented. The spine of the defense, defensive tackle could have been a 4 is unreal for this team. And then I think the Chiefs safeties are playing really well. Justin Reed's been really great this year. And then I'll go Niners over Lions. So Brian Branch is the slot corner, and I think he's really, really good. And Ife Melifonwu, he does make plays, but I'm going to go with the Niners there. And then finally, cornerback, Chiefs. I love their cornerbacks. L'Jarius Sneed got a vote for me for All-Pro. Trent McDuffie in the slot. They're so physical. I'm very excited to see how they pair against these Ravens receivers. I think they're just simply excellent. And then I will go Niners because Charvarius Ward got my other All-Pro vote. He's amazing. And I think Lenoir's playing good. Ambry Thomas, though, you can kind of pick on. And then I'll go, Marlon Humphrey's still coming off the injury, Ravens, and then Lions. And then finally, special teams. See, this is the problem with the Lions, guys. They're really good, but then the secondary, you got some question marks in the linebacker group. Okay, special teams. Obviously, the GOAT, Justin Tucker. And then we'll go Chiefs, Lions, and then there's a little bit of a concern with San Francisco. Not good in special teams, not just field goals, but a few metrics all year long. Okay, so that's the final result. Now let's add them up. The Baltimore Ravens get a final score of 32. The San Francisco 49ers, 28. The Kansas City Chiefs, this is higher than I thought, 31. And the Detroit Lions, probably the biggest underdog here, 23. So, final power rankings. Baltimore, KC, San Francisco, Detroit. You know what? It's kind of how I feel. So the system worked. And you can yell at me in the comments if you disagree.